We have breaking news this deadline day out of Queen of the South on a crazy day in Dumfries, which has seen £30 million change hands. Now, manager Aussie Villain is about to conduct a press conference, so let's cross live to Dumfries. In Freiburg, they couldn't have put this bid in a week ago. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Well, it's been a day. We received a bid this morning that meant Montano's release fee. So he's left us for Germany, which is annoying, but it's happened now. And anyway, that left us with £16 million to burn and no right back. So luckily we were able to spring into action. We've bought in Ep3 on loan for the season with an option to buy. And I bought myself a little £12 million present. It's been a stressful day and I wanted something nice. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South at Season 7, Episode 3. And today we face Aberdeen, high-flying Aberdeen in the league, and we start the Champions League group stage against Bayern Munich. And, well, it's been a day. It really, really has been a day. And, well, we've lost Montano. Deadline day, the bid came in. There was a few teams that came in with bids for him. So the 15.75 that was the minimum release fee. I tried to offer him a new deal. He wanted 90 grand a week, which needless to say, we cannot do. He's on 57 grand a week in Germany now. So he has left. That is done. One other out, Damien Allmark, who was previously the German winger, Max something or other. We've sent him out on loan for the season to Peterhead, who are actually a championship club, which surprised me because usually they're around the bottom two divisions. So it's good for him, I think. He'll be in the championship and he should be a regular player for them. So that's a good loan move for him, hopefully, anyway. So we bought $23.5 million in this season, and that meant we had money burning a hole in our pockets, and we needed to replace Montano. Now, we've made 3 signings deadline day. The first one is a goalkeeper, James Trafford. What I wanted was someone who's happy to be a backup that was better than Harry Stone. And I think James Trafford, we've got that. Now, if you recognize the name, we actually had him, or we had signed him at Manchester United. Yeah, so he's a subs at Manchester City. And in the Manchester United series that we did, we signed him there. But 75 grand from Celtic. I think it's an absolute bargain, to be honest. Someone who's happy to be a backup. He signed a 5-year deal to be the backup. So it just means that if something was to happen to Santizo, then, you know, we've got somebody who we can bring in and will do a decent job. So I thought that was good business, 75 grand. The new right back we got in is Ayrton. Now, loan fee of 200 grand for him. Let's have a look at him. And on short notice, I don't think this is too bad. He is a good defensive or good tackling fullback. He can get forward, not too badly, decent physically, and we do actually have an option to buy as well. If we have a look at the contract details, an optional fee of 9.5 million. I would have liked to have got that down a little bit more, but if it works out okay, he's got a lot of potential. Then it's not a ridiculous fee, but I would ideally have liked it to be a little bit lower. So he's here for the season anyway, and we'll see him in action today. But the thing I bought myself that was nice is Alex McLean from Hibs, 12.25 million. I've been wanting to sign this guy for a while. Finally, I had the ability to do it, and so I've gone and done it. We're going to be using him. He's right-footed only. Basically, now what we can do is have Duque down the left. We can have McLean down the right. Really good cross, decent pace about him as well, and good flair, dribbling, finishing. So, I mean, they can play either side. They'll both essentially be able to play either inverted on the opposite side or out-and-out wingers down the same side. We actually beat Celtic to his signature. Both of us went in for him, and he came to us, which is good. Last season in the league, 7 goals, 7 assists, 5 man of the match appearances, a 7.19 rating. This season, he's already, you can see, absolutely flying 3 games in. In terms of his contract, we're paying him 12 grand a week. You can see all the bonuses there. We didn't get a minimum release fee, which is good because he wanted one, so we were able to get rid of that. And yeah, I think down the line, he's only 19 as well. I think this could be a really, really useful signing because I think as far as Scottish wingers go, I can't see there being too many better than him. And I'm actually surprised he's not capped already. Maybe Scotland, the national team, don't play with wingers. But I really do think that, or I'm hoping anyway, that we've spent the money well. So that was deadline day for us in terms of transfers. But something else happened deadline day. Actually, it wasn't deadline day. It was a little bit after that. But Santizo is injured. Broken collarbone, 5 to 6 weeks. that's at least half of the Champions League group stage he's going to miss. And the real kick in the balls with this one is that we couldn't register Trafford in the Champions League squad because we didn't have enough Scottish and club trained players. So Harry Stone will be our goalkeeper in against Bayern Munich, and what could possibly go wrong there? So it's just, as I said, it's been a day. It's been a day. All right, there's one game to catch you up on the field. That was against Hibs in the league. So let's see how we did. Magliori gave us the lead, but Hibs drew level in the second half. Bermudez restored our advantage before Duque was on hand to seal the points late on. So we made hard work of it. To be fair to Hibs, they were quite good as well. You can see from shots we had the same. They actually had more shots on goal, same amount on target, and I mean the XG is boosted because we had a penalty, obviously. But yeah, it's a good solid win away from home, that one. And if we go and have a quick look at the league table, you'll see we are top, which is excellent, obviously. Aberdeen, who are playing first up, are second in the league. Celtic got beaten by Rangers 3-0, but Rangers have now lost 2 games. Aberdeen beat them along with ourselves. So, yeah, it's a nice place to be in the league, but it's a very important game for us coming up here against Aberdeen first up, and then we start the Champions League group with Bayern Munich, and that is... well, that's going to be tough, obviously. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here against the Dons. We are expecting a 5-2-3 from them. I think you'd pronounce that. Yeah, whatever. This is the team we're sending out. We're going to see Stone in goal, obviously, because why wouldn't we? I don't know that we want him as a... Let's just put you as a goalkeeper, please. Varela, Magliori, Leschi, and Ayrton will make his debut at right back. It's Davenport and Harding in midfield. You'll notice Harding is upset. That's because he's not in the Champions League squad. Again, we just can't register everybody, unfortunately. McLean will make his debut as a right winger. It'll be Nakai and Duque moving over to play on the left-hand side. Johnson will go up top for us. That change has meant that Suljic has kind of dropped out of the first 11 in this particular team now. We could, in theory, use him as we could use him anywhere in those front 4, but I think for now we'll leave him where he is, and yeah, everybody else there is fine. Trafford's on the bench, but because we need to use Stone in Europe, I just figure, we might as well play him here, and I can't believe Sentizo got injured. Alright, so we can see the team sheets there. There's no real big names that I notice in that Aberdeen side, or certainly players that have come to my attention before. We have been looking a little bit nervous lately, and we've already got Nakai looking nervous, which is not ideal. Now, this game does come off the back of an international break. So that means that Nakai played for Japan. I'm trying to think. I don't think anybody else in this team was away on international duty, though. So it's good. I mean, everybody's had a bit of a rest. Obviously, the downside is that... Well, there is no real downside, to be honest. Ayrton on debut. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on here. We did have a look at signing Ramsey there as a replacement. I actually had a deal. I agreed a fee with Aberdeen. I had agreed a contract with, as Nilton has lost out there, which isn't great. I'd agreed a contract with him, and when it came to confirming it, Ayrton had confirmed as well. And given that we still have Gilchrist as Anton, can he get back there for us? Oh, he can. He does really, really well. Given that, what a promising start that is. First action as a Queen of the South player. Yeah, given that we have Gilchrist as well, I just thought I don't want to sign too many right backs as a replacement, and we have that fee. Oh, Jesus, same exact goal. Actually, it's not. It was. How did Hibs score? They flicked it on, didn't they, and got it to the back post, but. Yeah, that's not really what we needed. We might need to do a little bit of work on defending corners before Bayern Munich. And again, we're looking nervous and apprehensive, and I don't really know why. All right, so let's try raising the tempo and just exploiting the flanks. Actually, we shouldn't. We shouldn't be exploiting the flanks because, if anything, we should be exploiting the middle. I wonder if there's an argument to say this would have been a good game. We've got McLean over a free kick. We're about to find out what sort of a free kick taker he is. Oh, it wasn't terrible. Yeah, it's an argument to say we maybe could have used the other formation and really tried to overrun them in the middle of the park, but I wanted to try my wingers. I mean, this is not... It's not really what I had in mind. Nervous. I don't understand why the team is always looking nervous in the league. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I wonder if I just start saying I expect to win. Is that what we need to do? There's a good ball for Johnson. If he's onside, oh, he can't find the back of the net. And it's probably because he's nervous and anxious and all those things. No, he's actually composed. Well, let's try to demand more. And, I mean, 9 shots. We've been the better side, and we just have conceded from a corner. All right, so let's try that. We'll pump our fists, get out there and do it. And let's just try shoot on sight. And I'm very, very tempted. I'm just trying to think if we have the players available to us to be able to go and change to sort of the European formation. But, you know, that being said, I mean, we're dominating the game. We shouldn't be in this position, but, you know, here we are. Why are we all... Right, berate. And if that doesn't work... All right, well, something has to change here, doesn't it? Because this is infuriatingly just not working for us. All right, let me think here. Okay, so we've made 2 subs. The wingers have gone off. The wide players have gone off. We've brought on Andy Irving to play as the left side Mazzella, and we've brought on Bashir Suljic to play as a deep-lying forward, with Johnson going as an advanced forward. And we are going to now look to exploit the middle and look for the overlaps, and hopefully... stop crapping ourselves. I mean, if you guys have any idea, if you've seen anything like this before, such nervousness, calm down, no pressure. Maybe try no pressure. That is ridiculous. I can't see us scoring. If this is our mentality, I cannot see us scoring a goal here. Let's just get rid of everything. Shoot on sight. Raise the tempo. And berate. I don't know what else to do other than berate. At least we get some sort of reaction from them. Irving with a free kick. And that is over the top. Didn't even look like going in, did it? And having got ourselves in a decent position compared to Rangers and Celtic, we've had a panic attack. Well, they're down to 10 men, but I mean, it's stoppage time. It doesn't... We've had a panic attack, and we just... That is infuriating. I don't understand why that's happened. And the same sort of thing happened to Hibs, just not that bad. And I've done nothing at the start but tell them not to feel pressure. I'm confused. I don't understand what's happened there. So Aberdeen go top. Celtic have dropped more points, and so have Rangers, which makes it even worse. We could really have opened up a gap at the top of the league there if we'd shown up. So there we go. Aberdeen go top. McLean makes his debut. Ayrton as well, who started the game well. I don't understand what happened. Anyway, we'll go and, yeah, we'll be back for Bayern Munich. I don't understand. Okay, welcome back. Well, a little bit of good news this episode. The under-19s have beaten, or the under-18s, sorry, have beaten Bayern Munich's under-19s. So excellent stuff. We did send a few first-teamers down that were eligible to play. So, yeah, really, really happy with that. 3-2. And absolutely flying. Let's see if the seniors can do something similar. It would be unlikely, but let's see. It's why we play the game. So it's a 4-2-3-1. We're expecting wing-backs and inverted wingers, so that's going to make life a little bit interesting for us, isn't it? And this is the team we're sending out. So Stone in goal. We just need you as a regular goalkeeper, mate. Don't try and test yourself. Gilchrist, Bernard, Walker, and Vazquez as the back four. I'm going the other way to normal. It's Ibera, it's Paredes, and it is Bayless in midfield. It's Bermudez in behind, Johnny Yengus and Lutzi. The way we're approaching this low line, we're going to try and force everybody inside. And, of course, the strikers will hopefully, anyway, the plan is for them to track the wing-backs getting forward. And just hopefully... Well, if they've got inverted wingers, maybe what we actually want to do is be narrow, because if they try and cut in, then there's nowhere for them to cut into, is there? And then we track the fullbacks getting forward. That works a little bit better for me. All right, let's go. Well, that's a team sheet that strikes fear into the heart, doesn't it? Unbelievably good. A couple of Arsenal players there as well, Smith-Rowe and Martinelli. Yeah, that's a little bit scary. All right, pressure's on them. Of course, an upset. No one expects us. There's pressure on them. In the sort of pre-game build-up, Nagelsmann basically said that we're rubbish and there's no chance we have of beating them. And I just basically agree with him, because why would I want to disagree with him? You'll notice on the bench is Agnew. He's I think 17 and will never play first-team football. So hopefully he's not called upon here, because that is not what we want. And yeah, I mean, at any point we get out of Bayern Munich, I think it's going to be a bonus, even though we are at home or in Kilmarnock. It's still going to be difficult for us. It was supposed to be a sellout, so that is good if we can get that gate money in. And yeah, well, we'll see how we go here. Of course, last season we knocked out German opposition in RB Leipzig, and German football and I aren't getting on too much right now with Freiburg nicking Montano off us on deadline day. So it would be very sweet to get a little bit of revenge on German football here if we could, even if it was just in the shape of a point. Paredes with a corner, back post. It's decent. Oh, and coming around, was it Ibarra in the end? And it's just over the top. I wasn't able to get a session of defending corners in before this game. We're going to do it after the game. We obviously need to do it, having conceded like that against Aberdeen. But with travelling back from Aberdeen, we just didn't have time. This is the Tuesday game, as Bernard heads it clear. Yeah, so there just wasn't time to get that session in. I forget what the one was we were doing, but it was something that I wanted to do ahead of this game anyway. Lutzi just left his man for a second there, and oh, is it going to be offside or something? Martinelli has put in the back of the net. Lutzi just left his man for a second, didn't he? He passed it away, and Lutzi had it back upfield. It is awarded. I didn't see too much wrong with it. Watch Lutzi. He did really, really well. He passed it, and Lutzi's just running back upfield. Didn't stay with his man. Got the cross in. And, well, we're not really expecting Harry Stone to save anything, if we're completely honest. Yeah, I wasn't. I thought maybe the return ball we might have got lucky on, but there was nothing wrong with that whatsoever. All right. Let's see if we can... well, what we don't want to do, obviously, is fall in a heap here. Lutzi's done better there. Nicked it back off him. Is he going to keep possession? Now he does. And, well, can we spring a surprise here and get an equalising goal? No one saw that coming. Walker gets it wide for Vazquez. Vazquez back to Walker. I'd rather Walker didn't have the ball at his feet. I'd really rather Stone didn't have the ball at his feet. He lumps it forward. And, well, we've given it all away there, haven't we? Lutzi, that's your man, mate. Oh, Paredes with a sliding tackle. Lutzi apparently is just deciding he can't be bothered marking who we want him to mark, so that's annoying. Oh, is he offside? Gilchrist has left his man. And this isn't really the sort of game that Gilchrist should be playing in, if I'm completely honest. And he's just not paying attention, is he? We have been working on his defensive positioning in training. I don't know if it's got any better. Well, it's got a little bit better, to be fair to him, but let's try demand more. At 2-0, though, it's a long way back from there, isn't it? Even for a point. So this starts to beg the question, do we try to change something? I wonder. All right, let's get your acts together and start playing football. Do I want to be that harsh to them? Let's go with that. But I'm wondering if they've got their attacking wing backs. Let's see how badly they want to track back. Let's get the ball wide quickly. Let's get rid of that. And let's just maybe ask them some of those questions. Free kick. Sane. Oh, Harry Stone. Has he made a save there? He has. Nice one, Harry. Let's give them some encouragement. A third goal really does kill the game off. Next goal's huge, isn't it? If we get it, it's game on. If they get it, we're just clinging on, trying not to embarrass ourselves, really. So let's hope that we get it. Lutzi, no, ball in. Oh, there's so many players. Harry Stone should not be playing this game. It's going to go to VAR again, is it? But, I mean, if we get a bit of luck, then, yeah, there's just no one with Martinelli. You're marking one striker there between you. I mean, it wasn't offside. All right, I wonder if we just drop Paredes back in and see if he can help out a little bit. I don't know if we're getting distracted by the fact that Conte's there, but can we get to that? We can. Bernard gets it wide for Gilchrist. Paredes. Back to Bernard. Forward for Bermudez. We just haven't seen anything of us in attacking sense, have we? There's a good ball for Johnny Angus. Johnny Angus! Oh, we've missed it. I mean, the issue we have is that they're playing well, aren't they? And I mean, you look at the match stats, they haven't had that many chances, but the difference is that they are proving to be very, very efficient in front of goal, aren't they? There's another one that we've got away with there. All right. Ibarra's not having a great game. Let's get Andy Irving on for him. Angus is having a nightmare, so we'll get Suljic on for him. And he's more of a deep-lying forward than a complete forward. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. The other player we have is Duque, but I think we just try and keep him fresh for the league at this point. A little bit concerned about Johnny Angus, I've got to be honest. He started so well, but performances for him have just been getting a little bit worse. So, yeah. I'm not sure if Shakika Omar ended up moving in the summer. He did have bids coming in. There were sort of 13 million bids from a couple of German teams, actually, I think it was, speaking of German football. But, yeah, I'm not sure if anything actually came of them or not. I mean, it feels a little bit like they've turned up, never got out of second gear and put us to the sword, doesn't it? But there we go, 3-0. Just a massive disappointment of an episode there. Don't like what I saw, and on we go. And annoyingly, Karabag have taken a point off AC Milan, so that's not helped our cause at all, has it? They've eased the victory. A nice derogatory comment from Nagelsmann. And, well, there we go. That's really annoyed me. So there it is. We are second in the league. We are bottom of the Champions League group. And we will be back. We've lost Montano. Santizo's injured. And we'll be back next time for what now is a huge game because we've got Celtic away in the league. And then we're going to Karabag, off to Azerbaijan. And, well, the fact they've taken a point off AC Milan, I mean, it means if we beat them twice, it's fine, but I just need to go and reinvigorate myself because I'm in a bit of a downer after this episode, to be honest. But anyway, let me know what you think of the new signings. Hopefully everybody will start to gel, and we've got 2 games before next episode, and, well, if we can get 2 wins there, that'll be okay, won't it? Take care.